Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. We have got epic troll slayers who keep us safe, and we've got a fantastic community here because of you. Thank you. If you're watching this on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed out there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed, whatever works best for you. So, all right, we have got so much good stuff today. Oh, dear great Gussie. Okay. It's very exciting. Okay. Y'all. I don't know if you've seen this. Oh, Julie Hinners. Thank you. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you. Okay. Got to share something with you. No sound. No, nothing like that. All right. This was at, where are we? Okay. At 2 minutes in, there was this press conference. Now, we're not going to listen to anything because who cares? I mean, we care about people in Florida. We care about the hurricane victims, but this is about Ron DeSantis. So, okay. So it's not about what he said. Let me hit play on this. Look at his face. That is a miserable man. He had to suspend his presidential campaign to go back to Florida. He may not have the money to restart his campaign. There's no word when he would even try to restart his campaign. And if he does not step up into the presidency, he's going to be doing this for the next 3 years. I mean, he might, people, I understand some people are saying that he looks tired, but he doesn't want to be there. And if he has to stay in that job, he has to go home every night to Lady Macbeth, who wants to be first lady. Like, I mean, the ambition it just rolls off of her. It just reeks. And look at him. I mean, the guy on the other side, you stand back there, you're a little tired or what have you. But the guy on the other side looks like, all right, I'm just waiting. But DeSantis looks miserable. So, Yvonne, Autumn is narrating what the sign language lady is saying. Is she saying Ron DeSantis is miserable? Oh, boy. Well, Marie Sutton, I heard that a tree fell near, like on the grounds of the governor's mansion, but nobody was hurt. So, and which is good. I don't want anybody getting hurt. But anyway, there he is. This is what he has to look forward to. Yes, Darren. Lady Macbeth thinks she's going to be the next Jackie Kennedy. So, poor little Ronnie, who, according to one of the Guantanamo prisoners, this jerk oversaw waterboarding. Force feeding? They're both torture. What's the difference? He was born in Florida, but he became a JAG. He's gone to Washington, D.C. He's done all this. He's governor and stall. Force feeding. Thank you, Jerry Baum. Oh, man. So, oh, Ronnie boy. The sun. Welcome back to Florida. No. We don't want anything physically to go bad for him. No. But this. Queen of Pentacles. He has to go home to Lady Macbeth. 7 of Cups. Okay, now I get to talk again. All right, so he talks and he talks. And is he the last one to talk? Yeah. But for most of it, there's something to look at over there. And then misery. Okay. So Lady Macbeth, Queen of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, which is the whole delusion, lying about the Democrats. Queen of Cups, we are watching this. We are seeing it all. Knight of Cups. And the Death card. Don't worry, Ronnie. You wouldn't have won the presidency anyway. You would have lost to Biden. So, yeah, he does not want to be there. So, am I just projecting? Is he just tired, or is he truly miserable? Is DeSantis? Is he? What actually, strangely enough, what I'm feeling is anger. Anybody else picking up anger off this guy? Ace of Cups. Yes, humanitarian. The government helping the people. You know he hates that. Trey Baum says, is this before or after everyone booed in his face? I think after. Not sure. 10 of Wands, burden of your far-right lunacy. Yes, Kathy Delisle. Look, everyone, at the global warming hoax in action. Betty Cantrell says, yeah, that's what I pick up. Maria Lima says, yes. Oren Swan says, I see contempt. Sandy Miller says, anger was high in this full moon. Yes. Thread of Hope says, anger is the default emotion for a lot of men like him. It's the only approved form of expression in the patriarchy. Well, you have a point. 2 of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Ace of Swords. 9 of Pentacles. Well, he's sitting pretty. It's not like he's. Yes, you go talk. I'll stand here and stare at the back of your head. I mean, it's not like he's going to be in poverty. It's just This is the burden of his far-right garbage. He can't rob Peter to pay Paul to make the presidential thing work. These are new beginnings. As in, he's going to have to do this job, and then he's going to have to go find another one. With two of these right here, I'm not feeling like he's going to talk the legislature into raising the number of terms, because he's termed out. And then he's sitting pretty, but it's not enough. Authoritarian wannabe. What's an authoritarian wannabe to do? Yeah. Terraphobe says it's much nicer to see your face. Thank you. Oh, man. So, 3 more cards on Ronnie Boy here. Getting a low internet warning. So if the video gets a bit glitchy, the audio should keep going. 8 of Wands. Oh, there's plenty of horrible things he can do in Florida to push his authoritarian agenda, and he will try. 5 of Cups. Disappointment. 9 of Wands. His craziness is not as popular. 2 of Swords. Decisions, decisions, decisions. And you know what's something to keep in mind about these 4 cards? They're all minor arcana. Not major arcana. Not the larger forces behind him. No. Disappointment, beaten up, little decisions. They're not little decisions to us, but to him, trying to push his agenda. Maybe he's going to placate Lady Macbeth by saying that he's going to run again in 2028. Yes, Raymond de Pascal. Florida is not woke enough. Lola Bell says he doesn't have the communication skills, let alone the charm to be a Fox, Newsmax, OAN talking head. He's got Mercury conjunct Saturn. Well, did you see him try to smile during the debates? Ooh, is the full range of human emotions beyond you? Okay, maybe he can come up with a plan for 2028. Strength, 6 of Pentacles, charity, world. Feels a little desperate. Feels just a wee bit desperate. At least it's some major arcana, but this is an ending. Yeah, okay. All right. Bye. Okay, so that's that. Okay, hang on. Let me go back in here. Put the nice... Oh, that's much better. All right. So, yes, Thread of Hope. Dead eyes, empty heart. Oh, I'm sorry, Electrostorm. I've got a whole ton of questions today, but do put it in the chat before I come on tomorrow. All right, so... From the miserable authoritarian wannabe to the miserable authoritarian wannabe, getting their just desserts at 14:30. Letitia James has filed a summary judgment against Trump for $250 million, arguing that in 2014 alone, he overinflated his wealth by $2.2 billion. A summary judgment would allow the judge to... she filed this... I'm guessing she filed for a summary judgment against Trump because she can't file. Anyway, I'm going to say she filed for a summary judgment against Trump for $250 million. Again, I'll repeat, arguing that in 2014 alone, he overinflated his wealth by $2.2 billion. A summary judgment would allow the judge to declare Trump or guilty without having to go to trial, although it would be immediately appealed. Will the judge do it? Oh, and the next question is even more glorious. Okay, I've got a quote from Sarah to go with the next question. But this question, summary judgment, $250 million. Boom. Well, he's going to appeal anyway if he loses. Cherry Bomb says the filing says there's no point in arguing fault, so they should just focus on finding him guilty. Yes, Earth Yogi. It was $2.2 billion. It was a two pinky. Oh, look, it's a thief card for the reading. Who's surprised? Oh, glorious. Oh, look at that justice card right there. Hello. Hello. Judgment. 5 of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. 10 of Wands. What I'm getting is a summary judgment would be the best thing for him. First of all, he's so out of money. I cannot even tell you how out of money he is. How out of money is he? I don't even have the words. Okay. Judgment, justice together. You're being judged majorly. 5 of Pentacles. This is the little match girl card. This is out in the cold, which is what if the judge comes up with just nails him. Yes, Ricky, these are the Pulp Tarot cards. Links in the description, just beneath the questions. But this is out in the cold. This is the beginning of some kind of case, but my gosh, it is backbreaking, the weight, the burden. She's got it all on paper. Ta-da! Look. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Is that your signature? Well, yes, it is. There you go. That's how there could be a summary judgment, because one way or the other, he's so going to lose this. And if it's all there on paper, and so this is the start and the burden, which could be the appeal or could be the start of the case. It could be either one, but it's just he's going to lose. Lose, 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 lose. Yes, Faye, a proud boy, just got 17 years in prison. Good. Yep. So, summary judgment. Well, sorry, end of my nose itching right there. Summary judgment. They of course, the Republicans and Trump. Valerie Sargent, please remind me your brother's link to all this. I can't remember. 9 of Wands. Feeling beaten up. Maybe you shouldn't have done so much crime, allegedly and actually and proven. Hermit, Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords. Oh, no, actually, I don't want a summary judgment. Oh, no, we don't want a summary judgment. Oh, please let it go straight to court. Oh, she will rake him over the coals. Oh, she's going to rake him over the coals. And his chance of getting an appeal will be pathetic. Oh, rake him just back and forth over the coals. It's going to be glorious. Okay, now it gets even better. Oh, wait, Valerie Sargent, investigating attorney for Letitia James. Oh, that's right. Thank you. And you said earlier, that's why my brother keeps laughing when I try to ask him about their case. Okay. It gets better. 2120. Thank you, Valerie. 2130. On top, okay, if the judge declares Trump or guilty, on top of owing $250 million, James would, on top of Trump owing $250 million, or GriftCo owing $250 million, Letitia James would have, quote, the ability to seek the cancellation of corporate charters for these entities that were overvaluing the worth of these properties, period, end quote. For example, if 40 Wall Street LLC gets its corporate charter canceled, Trump can no longer collect rent from anything in Trump Tower. He can't use that rent money to pay his debt on the building. He can't use that rent to pay his other legal bills. This goes for every entity and building he overinflated in the value of in 2014. Not only would this completely wipe out Trump org, Grift Co., but Trump couldn't pay his legal fees on anything else. Matter of fact, Sarah said he's going to have a favorite flavor of ramen noodles by the time this is done. Thank you, Tina. Oh my gosh. So, James would have the ability to seek cancellation of corporate charters for these entities that were overvaluing the worth of these properties. Canceling corporate charters. Trump has more than 500 LLCs. Whoomph. Page of Wands. It'd go from a king to a page. Trump. Sure is Stephanie Martin. Good thing McDonald's is cheap. 10 of Swords. Ow. Metaphorical swords in the back. Emperor. Right. Magician. Oh, well, he's come back from other bad things. Really? No, because this is the 6 of Swords. And there's the Page of Cups. The song Just a Gigolo, life goes on without me. That's what that feels like. Yeah. Matter of fact, this right here, I wonder if this is once Letitia James, if the judge rules against Trump in the Letitia James civil case, if a lot of that can then be picked up and moved to criminal. Can he be held criminally liable for this fraud, not just civilly? Because this is going up the river. This is move your stuff out of these buildings you no longer have control over. And yeah. Cherry Bomb says, yes, I think Alvin Bragg is waiting for this to go first. Oh, yeah, you'll pull a rabbit out of a hat. No, you really won't. Ugh. Ricky asked what version of that song, the classic version or the David Lee Roth version? Honestly, I kind of like the David Lee Roth version better. It's just fun. Well, Sergeant said my brother did say he's going to jail. I took that as the direction of the investigation. Oh, from your brother's lips to God's ears. M. Kelpie's asking if he gets evicted from Trump Tower, will they find more documents? Well, he'd be allowed to move his stuff out. So, Ricky says, Autumn, we are definitely friends for life. I hope so. Okay. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Okay. Entertainment only. Yes, Terry Bomb. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Oh, it's so good. Michelle L had a question. 2640. 2640. Newbie Judge Scott McAfee severed two defendants from Fani Willis's RICO case. Fani Willis says this means all defendants should be tried together on October 23rd. Will this happen? The original question said that McAfee had done something wrong or hadn't followed procedure, but I couldn't find, and Sarah couldn't find, we couldn't find anything in the news that said McAfee had done anything wrong. So, but Letitia James is saying it's a RICO case. If I have to do this multiple times, the other defendants see the whole thing laid out. They see all the witnesses. So, Cherry Bomb says, no, we want this separate. We want what separate? With Yogi says, you mean Fani, but yes, can't do this 19 times. I'm sorry if I said the wrong thing. Why would we want this separate, Cherry Bomb? Just Joanne says, I read that too, he messed up. Oh, Michelle L says that was explained in the Daily Beans podcast, and it is my latest update out today. Oh, I will definitely check that out. If you wouldn't mind helping me out here. So, well, I'll see what the cards have to say. Ten of Pentacles. Well, that would be this is a legacy card. This is the family, like a mob family. That would be the conspiracy, the group who are accused. Earth Yogi says those who are going early now want to be severed. Well, I don't know if they should necessarily get that. You can get your trial put on the fast track, but do these people think that they can just say, I want to be separate, 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 and so we don't get to Donald Trump until 2028? Because she's going to put this case on over and over and over and over and over. It's a RICO case. And how has she handled this in the past? That's what I want to know. Because this can't be the first. She's already done, I want to say, 11 RICO cases, big, complicated RICO cases. How did she handle it before? Because this had to have come up before with people being like, no, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so Earth Yogi says, I don't think it's been ruled on yet, but they don't want to be early and together. Okay. What on earth happened here? Something. There. Okay, now I can see the questions again. All right, so, okay, Cherry Bomb says they 100% want to go first. He's going to throw them under the bus. So they're trying to preemptively say, look, he wanted all of this. We didn't do this. So he can't throw them under the bus. Okay. Raymond DePascal says Fani holds the record in Georgia for RICO convictions. So Never says she's asking that a deadline be set for the defendants to request being severed from all the others. All right, lovers. So you were apparently, allegedly, you were all in it together, and it was corruption. 6 of Pentacles. It's also expensive, and it's expensive for the state to do these a whole bunch of this. Kanta Bosniak Media says, who cares what they want? Well, by asking for a speedy trial by law, they had to get it. But 8 of Pentacles and the big old Justice. So, all right, the first 3 cards here do not bode well for you weren't a part of a criminal conspiracy. These 3 cards together would say you were a part of a criminal conspiracy. This is some kind of charity and work, but they don't have the kind of money that some of the others have. That Justice card, that is it feels very large. It lands like an anvil. So, Cherry Bomb says, the worst part of airing out your legal strategy is alerting the people you're trying to throw under the bus that there is a bus. Yes. Oh boy, I'm amazed. It's the cards are just saying RICO, hello, they were in on it, work together. Earth Yogi says, I think you're right. Money is short for some of them and justice is coming for all of them. Yeah. Lucky Girl, things got cut off. Raymond DePascal says a double-decker bus. Yeah, there's money problems. It's a lot of work, and still, justice feels like it's going to fall like an anvil in the middle of that courtroom. Let me see. So, together or separate? Lucky Girl, I see what you posted, but it doesn't explain how that refers to what I'm looking at. I'm sorry, I don't understand. 6 of Wands. Victory. Right. Matter of fact, I'm getting a weird feeling right in the back of like the base of my skull. Back of my head, base of my skull. Don't know what that is. Temperance. 7 of Swords. 4 of Pentacles. All right, so Temperance. Well, okay, look, what I am getting here is they were part of a criminal conspiracy, allegedly. But the cards are saying, yeah, for what it's worth. This is take a plea deal. You all y'all, you can't afford to take this stuff on. You can't. And if you haven't already taken a plea deal, if you haven't already thrown yourself on the mercy of the district attorney, let alone the court, let me give you everything, let me tell you everything, then you're going to be suffering from this for a long time. And this temperance card, it doesn't feel like, oh, okay, well, everything will just, I mean, it'll work out. But the fact that people can't afford they can't afford this sheer number of billable hours is going to be a huge factor in what happens in this case. So the cards are saying, yeah, and stop playing games. Stop playing games. And justice is coming. And whatever little stupid thing you want to say happened, how long do you want to be bankrupt? How fast do you want a public defender? All right, are we going to get, actually that would be, Lucky Girl says, Daily Beans and Mueller, she wrote, podcast Michelle was commenting about. I'm sorry, I don't remember. I didn't understand what was there. I'm sorry, I'm not doing very well here. Okay, 3710. There's a lot going on, and my memory isn't always great juggling everything. 3710. So will a significant number of the RICO defendants use a court-appointed lawyer at 38. We'll just say 38. Court-appointed lawyers. Thank you, Earthyoki. Thank you, Suburban Housewife. No worries, Lucky Girl, you are a gem. So, will a significant number of the RICO defendants use court-appointed lawyers? Thank you, Big Dog Mom. Thank you. Oh, 3 cards. Cut short. King of Wands. Trump is a man. And he's not helping you. 4 of Cups. Oh, just deny it. Deny it, deny it, deny it. Really? Because that way is not good. Not a good idea. Page of Pentacles. This would be minimal outlay. I mean, if you use a public defendant, I believe there's still some court costs, or there's my understanding is even with a public defender, it's not all going to be free, but it's reasonable, or maybe you can get a minimal help on the side. Suburban Housewife says, a judge said the defendants have enough money to pay for a lawyer, so the judge will not appoint a public defender. Well, for now, thank you, Fran. For now, they could very well run out of money. And this whole playing games refusal, you've been asked, hey, do you want to help? Do you want to, tell us what happened? We'll work with you. No, I'm not going to do that. That's a refusal of the cups. Yeah, not a good idea. Yeah, you did this to yourselves. So Kathy Nicholson said in Florida there's a $50 public defender application fee. Oh, interesting. So good. It is so good to see these entitled, selfish, undemocratic, authoritarian wannabes held accountable. It's beautiful. Yes, Wheezy Squeezebox. He's a billionaire, don't you know? Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Joanne. Ooh, Alex Trump says you have to be basically in poverty to get assistance in Georgia. You can't make more than $30,000. Well, but the thing is but after you've taken a second mortgage, after you've run through all of your retirement savings, but I think specifically some of the fake electors, they're not going to be able to come up with the real full money for this. Yeah. Kim Hawkins says it's a $50 minimum in Maryland. There we go. And it's the same in the Midwest. Okay. Oh, okay. If the blue moon was blue, it would be autumn right now. Oh, thank you. All right. So, speaking of which, oh, the Kraken, 42-20. Sidney Powell has wasted no time in distancing herself from all of her co-defendants, claiming in a new filing she had, okay, I don't know how to do, she has this kind of dead kind of way of talking. She has no substantive connection with any of the other defendants regarding the charges in the indictment. She says she attended one press conference but had nothing to do with any of Trump's plans, ignoring the fact that multiple witnesses, along with her own January 6th testimony, placed her there. The other question here is she going to flip? But what's going to happen to Sidney Powell? But Yogi says, that was so good. Take a sip of your tea. Thank you. Oh, man. Sarah says she was in the room. Yeah. One press conference? I could have sworn she was at multiple press conferences. And is my brain making that up? Sidney Powell. Wow, there's a disconnect there. It's like there are the different parts of her, like different machinery that it's like emotions and intellect, pure logical intellect, compassion, spirituality, all these different parts, your memories, all these different parts. And it just feels like there are just conduits and extension cords and plugs and everything, and there are a whole bunch of them just on the floor. There's such a disconnect in her. You'd think she'd be upset about this, or she would be. I mean, she can get aggressive and belligerent, but there's just something. It's not quite connecting, which is one of the reasons why she's so cold. So cold. Raymond de Pascal says she has multiple personalities. Is that a real thing? I mean, I know multiple personalities is a real thing. No, that she really has that? Anyway. Two of Swords. Legal decisions. She makes bad ones. Michelle L says they'll save money when they're in prison, so it's not all bad. That's true. Seven of Wands on the defensive. King of Swords. It's like she's arguing and being belligerent and awful, but it's like she doesn't. It's just like an exercise for her. Is it she's not feeling it? Is it? Am I just? Betty Cantrell says Cash Peters said her mind is brilliant, but she uses it for bad. I would imagine, but I'm not getting the normal connection between intellect and emotions. Chariot. Oh yeah, this is bigger than you, lady. Two of Cups. Eight of Wands. See, this is a partnership, but again, is it just me? There's just the emotions are just not. This is a prosecutor. You're on the defensive. This is much bigger than you. Maybe if she saw, maybe, but it's not a change of heart. Yes, Guadalupe. Her pausing to take the drink of the Diet Dr. Pepper is still classic. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then there's more here. She'll do whatever she thinks is going to legally work best for her logically. But man, I'm not getting emotion. Wow. It's hard for me to read on people like that. Don't you want to connect? Do you want to plug some of these in? You'd be a lot happier. Visualize 70 says, Sydney's one strange ranger. Yeah. Just, you'd have more access to more parts of your brain and you'd feel stronger and okay. Raymond de Pascal says cold and callous. Yes. Lola Bell is suggesting Dr. Pepper should have sent her a cease and desist letter. Yes. So Sidney Powell is going to Sidney Powell. And she's completely entitled, but I think part of that is because she's not, like, if you put her in prison, she'd be furious, but it's all like a mental exercise. I don't know what's going on there, but Sidney Powell's going to Sidney Powell. Whatever, lady. Oof. 4930. Yeah. And the last question about this topic. Trump has pleaded not guilty in the Georgia case. Right. And waived his right to an arraignment so he won't have to show up in court. Now, the judge is okay with him not showing up in court. However, Is he taking this as a sign that he never has to show up in court? Does he think the judge is sending a message that the judge is not sending? And it says, I know brain injury people that are like that. Thank you. You're gonna just spend as much time possible just not showing up. Seven of Swords. Oh, look, it's a thief card. Earth Yogi says, I think that last booking in Fulton County was too real for him. Temperance. Eight of Cups. Hermit. King of Cups. Two of Pentacles. That's the evidence. But that can also be someone in red walking away. Temperance and Hermit. Be a lot quieter in the courtroom without him there. King of Cups. That could be that could have to do with the prosecution and what have you. Two of Pentacles, which is his incredible money problems. Hermit. Temperance and Hermit. Just not going to go? Really? Earth Yogi says, I also got Temperance and the King of Cups. What do you think it means, Earth Yogi? What does that mean for you? Holly France says, the arraignment's only scheduled for 15 minutes. Attendance waived for him. However, his attendance is required for the entire trial. Have they said that? Because he may try to find a loophole or... Hello, Kiba. Earth Yogi says, I feel like Trump is emotionally scarred from that. I hear you. I feel like Trump is emotionally scarred from that and is pulling back from the showmanship of his trial. Well, also remember, it's the case in Georgia that's going to be televised. How much does he want to be there on camera being questioned? And his lies about the election being questioned. Two of Cups. Partnership. Temperance again. I'm going to reshuffle this in a minute. Four of Swords. Legally silent as a tomb. Five of Pentacles. Out in the cold poverty. Five of Swords, which is adding insult to injury, and there's the World card. What the heck? This... I'm getting the quietest cards in the deck. Hermit, Temperance, Four of Swords. Five of Pentacles is, it can be illness. It doesn't feel like illness. It feels more like poverty, because it can be poverty as well. This is legally adding insult to injury, and here's the World card, which is end. End of the book, end of the chapter, end of that whatever time in your life. Those days are gone. They're done. Yikes. Yeah, Sharon Rice. Oh no, Lola Bell. Yeah, Trump doesn't really have much of a poker face. At the Volpe says 45 is obviously at the end of his financial capacity. Mm-hmm. And Sandy Miller said, boom. Short attention span theater. I love that name. Drumpf is required to be present during the criminal trials. Aaron Swan says total defeat, maybe. You are alleged to be the top of that pyramid of RICO culpability. Chariot. Page of Pentacles again. Seven of Cups. He told lies. He told lies about the election. I'm trying to get a sense. Is it? No, he's not. This is not good. This is not him ending up in anything good. People aren't donating as much. This trial is massive. He's still gonna lie. He's gonna lie his butt off. It's not. Wow. We're gonna have to read more. We'll read more when we get closer to it. But wow. Whew. Raymond de Pascal's asking, why doesn't Trump have an ankle bracelet? Thank you. Man. Okay. So at 57 minutes in, let's look at the potential for a government shutdown. 57:05. Specifically, Thread of Hope was saying Biden was asked at his press conference on recent weather disasters if the money needed to support cleanup and recovery would be available with the threat of a government shutdown by McCarthy's Congress, or McCarthy's House, basically. Biden said he didn't know, but if it wasn't available, he would tell the American people why and who was to blame. Good, but will the need to fund recovery change any minds in the Freedom Caucus? Are they still going to go, oh, shut down? It is bird chirping in the background. On the back. House is coming back from their summer break. Kathy Dallas says humiliation is kryptonite to a narcissist. I agree. Seven of Wands. Okay, the most extreme people, they do feel like they will be on the defensive a bit. Four of Pentacles. That's trying to grasp hold. It's not having enough, trying to grasp hold of what little you have. High Priestess. Six of Swords. Lovers. Two of Cups. This is higher wisdom. Defunding the government isn't going to stop, or shutting down the government isn't going to stop all the legal mess coming against Trump and his ilk. And these are the people who would want to hold everything down. But I've got Two of Cups here, which is there are enough people who want to be reelected in purple districts. The higher wisdom. I don't think it's a given that there's going to be a shutdown. I'm getting some people willing to work together to keep things open. So, Anna says my cats are looking for the bird out of the window. Excellent. All right. Well, that is going to do it for me for today. But thank you so much for being here. Kathy Dulles says the thought of higher wisdom and Trump is an oxymoron. Trump being the moron part. Yeah. That higher wisdom, that was about Republicans. That's about Democrats and Republicans in purple districts not wanting to shut down the government. That's the higher wisdom. Don't shut down the government. Anyway. So, yeah, that's going to do it for me for today. It is 1:14 p.m. here in Chicago. It is a beautiful 78 degrees. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel working on my novel. And there'll be lots of people doing lots of creative stuff. So you're always welcome to come by. Links in the description box. Other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow. I am here every day of the year. Every day. Every holiday, weekend, weekday, you name it, I'm here. And I'll take some more of your questions, all right? And I'll roll over some ones here that I didn't get to, okay? Thank you. You're not alone. We're in this together. And there are good days ahead. Oh, aren't there just? All right. Hang in there. I'll see you back here tomorrow.